Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Browns, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've got a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Sione Taki
coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gives this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Completes it to Austin.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Now a give, running left is Harris. Down inside the 40.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
59 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now here's another carry for Harris. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Trubisky.
That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They run it again with Chubb.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Harris running straight ahead.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They hand this off to Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
82 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
On the give, this is Harris. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now Trubisky to throw.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And the lead will stay put at 17. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Watson now to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first and 10, Watson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Anthony Schwartz,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Trubisky. This is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Watson on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Again, it's Watson. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson off play action. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throw left side complete. That's Miller. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And Boswell missed it. Missed it to the right. No good, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor of getting you the ball on this side of the 50, but neither the offense nor the kicking team could capitalize.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Watson. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome. But completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Watson looks to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him in here.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry. The Browns drive about to get started. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now Austin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Throwing on second and 3. Trubisky. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson from 19 yards away. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Steelers 38, Browns 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. They'll roll him out right.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Here's Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Watson. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the red zone now, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Kareem Hunt
from 4 yards out.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
The tackle there by John Johnson. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a